Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and this is a message for Amber, and more importantly, it's a message for my friends on YouTube who've heard about Amber and my conversations with John Lennon and in Conversations with God series and in conversations with the interview with John Lennon. Yeah, three different places they would have heard about her. So this is for you, Amber, and it could be pretty long because there's 30 points here. But this is called 30 Things I Like About Amber. John Lennon wants to take over for the moment. As I was going to buy this Fanta, John Lennon was talking to me about you. He told me that I'll have money by Friday, not money for the lingerie that I was going to buy and coming out to my place. On about the 10th of August, I'll have that sort of money. But he said that I should focus on taking you out and spending money on you. And so he said, you need to prepare a couple of treats. She's got to get used to having treats every time she sees you. So he said that I should prepare this and prepare a message from your angel. So John wants to say, hi, Amber. Hi. And there's not many people that have heard from me on earth, and you're one of the first. And just wanted to say I'm in your corner. I'm rooting for you, and I care about you. I care about your interests, about who you are, and about Matthew being very special and very nice to you. He saw you last Thursday because I told him to see you. He's going to see you this Friday because we're arranging his finances so he can see you this Friday or Thursday if he gets excited. So we're just going to arrange a little bit more money for him, and it'll be all set. And he'll be there to have one of your green drinks, whatever you call it. He likes those green drinks. You didn't finish your green drink, we noticed last week, but you bought the treats, and that was really good. Matthew thought that was pretty special. You buying the caramel slice for him. He was not getting used to getting treated by women, and that was very sweet. So we really love you. Now, I want you to know from me, from John Lennon, I want you to know that you don't have to go forward with Matthew. You don't have to marry Matthew. You're just special. You're heaven's choice for him, but there's no pressure. We're on an easy ride and an easy glide. Certainly, when my book comes out, there's going to certainly be enough opportunities with women for Matthew in the future. But you're our choice, you're heaven's choice. And when Chloe said 24 years ago that there's a better woman for him, Chloe turned up recently this week and said that you're the one. So just relax, enjoy this. Now, there could be some of these 30 points that you don't agree with, and that could be true that Matthew got them wrong. He doesn't often get things wrong, but he can. If any of them are wrong, just put them on the shelf. You might see them manifest later on in your life. Matthew may be seeing deeper into you than you can see for yourself, which is true of all of us. But he could be wrong. So just forgive the ones that are wrong if you see that there are and you don't agree, and just be blessed by what Matthew can see in you. He didn't see all this before he wrote this list, but when he goes through this list, he'll see more and more. He did say in your blueprint that you're an exquisite diamond, that you're set apart, and for you to be chosen for him, he knows that you're something amazing. And there's been 7 women that have been turned down by Matthew over the last 10 years that didn't measure up, and you're not one of those women. And so you're the first one the second one that the whole of heaven's got behind. So the first one couldn't handle the pace. So he'll start with the first point, and I just want you to know that you're deeply loved by heaven, And regardless of where you end up with Matthew, these are true of you. God bless you, and I'll hand it back to Matthew. Hi, Amber. I don't know if you can tell the difference between my voice and his, but one day you will be able to tell. Okay, so we're going to go through these pretty fast because I don't want this to be too long. Number one, Amber is private. You're a private person, Amber. You're very open and honest and loving and caring, easy to talk to, but I feel that you're a private person and you don't let everyone know about your business. So, I love that. I'm not private, but I love certain private people. I had a good friend, Sarah, who's mentioned in my autobiography, He's Redeeming Love, that I gave Anita. And Sarah gets a good rap in that book, and she was a very good friend 10 or so years ago, and she was very private, and she was a real struggle to get to know. There was layers and layers and layers to her, and for a long time I couldn't get any prophecy for her. She was so private. She shut down my gift, and God wouldn't tell me anything about her. When you read my autobiography, when you get the chance to read it that Anita's got, you'll see that Sarah really shines in that book, and you remind me of Sarah. You're actually a lot younger than Sarah. Sarah would be like 31, 32 now, but she was really young when I knew her, and you remind me of Sarah. Number two, Amber is deep and likes to go deep. You may not know this about yourself, but you really like talking about deep subjects, things that really count. And in certain subjects that you know well, I don't know what they are, but you like to dive a bit deeper than the surface sort of information. You like to know things in the deep level and like to really get to know the nitty-gritty about anything that you know. Number three, she has curiosity. You know, there's that cliche that says curiosity kills the cat, and curiosity can get you into trouble, but you got this natural, loving, joyful curiosity in things, and that's what makes you such a good escort, because you're really curious. You you ask good questions, and you've got good insight. You've got a good memory, and it's this curiosity that really intrigues these older men and these men that you spend your time with. Because no one's been curious with them before. No one's really been interested. And with their wives or their relationships, people get a bit tired and they think they know all about the person. So when they meet someone who's really curious, they like to open up. And you tend to ask me questions that make me talk and have me talking easily. Mary Magdalene was like that with Jesus. She really opened him up with her questions, and that's why she got so close to him. Number four, she has questions, but not doubts. Some people like to question me about things I say, and I say some pretty radical things, pretty radical for most Christians, but someone's feeling like texting me at the moment. And it's a good friend I wrote a review for, but and he's a powerful person, but I'll not answer that and turn my phone off. So a lot of people ask me questions because I'm radical. For a Christian, I'm just so radical. I'm bust all the boxes of normal Christians. I achieve like 1 in 1,000, 1 in 10,000 Christians actually like me. Really, really, really radical. A lot of those Christians ask questions, but they're skeptics. They're asking questions to find evidence on the fact that I'm an idiot, that I don't know what I'm talking about. You're different. You ask questions because you truly want to know. You're curious, and they're not questions based in doubt, but they're questions based in curiosity and really wanting to know. I really love that about you. Number five, I haven't seen this in you yet, but you're very loyal to your friends. You'd even be loyal to some of your clients. You work for an escort agency and they've got to get paid their money, their percentage. But if you could, you charge cheaper for some of your regular clients. If it's $500 an hour and you get $300 an hour, 60%, you'd only charge a client 60% if that were possible, but you're not. But in relationship with your family, with friends, with people that love you, people that you know as friends, you're very loyal, and you can do anything, bend over backwards for anyone you love. And I haven't seen that part of you yet, but I know it exists, and that's very beautiful. Number 6, she cares. She likes blessing people. So blessing is a Christian word, and you might not know the word as well, but you like giving gifts. You like surprising people. You like doing good things for people. You like making people happy. And you can do it in a simple way, just a card or an email or a gift or just a smile. And you're very good at smiling. You certainly blessed my life just with some of the smiles you're giving. Me holding your hand and you go, oh, stop it. When I said you keep on wanting to hold my hand, you stop it. You really blessed me. Okay, number 7, she cares deeply. I've got this really deep resource of care for people. You care for me as a client, and I hope that something special is happening between us. But even your regular clients, you really care deeply. You really do care about them. You're in a really good job. You're in a really beautiful job, and I'm really happy with your job. I'll be in no rush for you to ever leave your job. You're just a beautiful person. You really care deeply, and I love that about you. Number 8 has no interest in money. You've told me that, so I know that one, but that's very rare. Very rare in people these days, and I'm convinced you told me that, and I know that about you. That had to be one of the qualities of my wife. I wanted my wife to dress well. I wanted my wife to be happy, but I didn't want to spend a fortune on my wife. I didn't want to have $20 million houses, $50,000 cars, and $400 dresses, and all the expensive jewelry and perfume and all this stuff. I didn't want to know about it. If I needed to spend $1,000 on someone else because they were poor, I'd rather my wife go without her $400 dress and her $600 manicure and day spa treatment. I'd rather be able to grab $1,000 that my wife would like, give to someone else. And that's why I'm redirecting the money at the moment, because heaven's telling me to redirect my money, make sure I see you as often as I can. They're saying it's really important in our relationship. I should spend as much time with you as I can. They said they're going to look after the money for the editing of John Lennon, but concentrate on Amber. So I'm really glad. I'm really impressed that you don't like money. Number 9 is not swayed easily by the world. So the world's into got this really bad cough at the moment. The world's into money, power, possessions, good name. You're not into any of that. You're not into money, not into being powerful, not into possessions, not after having a good name. And the whole world, if we end up together, are going to know who you were, how I met you, and you're going to be happy to confess that you even stayed in that for a few years as we got to know each other. The whole world is going to know that, and that's not something you do if you want a good name. That's not something you do if you want to be powerful. That's not something you do. But you're just so beautiful, you're going to allow it. Number 10 is not driven by money, but compassion. That's true. Whatever you can do with money, it's compassion. Compassion for other people is what drives you. And you got some big dreams, big desires, big things you want to do and make change and bring real lasting change in the world. Not handouts, but new technology, new ways of doing things. Like not giving them water, but building a well so they can pump their own water. Not giving them more vegetables, but bringing technology so they can grow more vegetables with less land. And I've seen that technology already. It costs $60 to grow 100 plants in this 44-gallon drum. It's amazing. You can change a village just with $5,000. So you're interested in moving in compassion, liberating people, making real change. And I love that about you. I pointed at you. Number 11. We're a third of the way there. She has big dreams. I can see you going through Asia, China, poor, impoverished countries, and bringing change in technology, in goods and services. Your blueprint talked about this, raising up poor fashion designers all around the world. That's one thing you may not have thought of. You have these huge dreams, and I'd love to hear them from you. I look forward to hearing them. Maybe on one of our dates, you can tell me all about your dreams. I'm a big dreamer, and I've got some huge dreams. One of the favourite things I like to do is help other people with their dreams achieve theirs. If I help 20 or 30 people get their dreams, well, I've done amazing things myself. Number 12, she has hidden potential, and it's something you're not aware of, that you got potential that you're not even aware of. You got ability that you're not even aware of. It's untapped, it's unknown, it's hidden from you, hidden from me. But I know as we go and save the world and dominate the world and preach the gospel to the world and bring liberty and peace and justice to the world, you're going to serve really well. You're going to even be greater than me. And always wanted a wife that would outshine me, and you're going to do that. Number 13, she wants to change the world, and that's what you do. Michael Jackson's song, Heal the World, is a great song. I don't know if you've heard that song, but it's a great song. You want to bring real, lasting change to the world. You may be not sure how you're going to do it, but you certainly want to do it. And I love that about you. Number 14, she loves people for who they are. That's amazing, not what they look like. You love me. A lot of people see mental illness, overweight. Some people see handsome. But you love me for who I am, the person you know, the person you've met. And you don't judge by appearances, you judge by the heart and who a person really is inside. I think you see me pretty well inside. Maybe you can do a video with 20 things that you like about me, see how good you are. But I love that. I know that you love me. I know that you mightn't be in love with me, but I know that you love who I am and you love spending time with me. And I haven't even caught up with Anita about our last meeting, but I know that you enjoyed our last meeting, and it's a shame it had to end. I look forward to the day where I've got enough money and I can spend the whole night with you. Okay. Number 15, she sees the potential in people. You've got the same gift as me, you just don't know it. You can see really deeply into people, you can see their potential, and I can teach you, I can impart this gift or give you this gift so that you can see really deeply into people. Then you can explain it to people, and you could even do 20-minute video on any one of your clients, really bless their socks off, something like this. Number 16, she loves to listen to people. Great listener. You love to listen. You love to give intelligent feedback, and ask intelligent questions and dig deeper. Mary Magdalene was like that. That's why she won the heart of Jesus, and that's how you win in my heart. Is you're beautiful. You're really attractive. Come on. And someone's only got to look at your profile on the Escort site. Absolutely stunning. But I've been with plenty of stunning women, and they haven't been as exquisite as you. And so you're something else, and you love to listen to people. You really love to listen. You love to listen, and you're beautiful for that. People love to talk, especially businessmen, especially lonely businessmen, like to have someone to talk to. And you're a great listener, so great therapist. We just have to get you being a therapist for $500 an hour, and take all the escorting out, take all the sex out of it, and you'd be happy as a pig in mud. And from time to time, you'd meet a guy that you want to kiss, maybe. And you're certainly a good kisser, but that's not in it. But we'll add number 31. You're a very good kisser. I really like that about you. Not very often I've been kissed like that. That's amazing. And if you were faking it, that was a good fake. That's the best fake I've ever seen in my life. Getting a bit personal there. Number 17, she loves to hear people's dreams. You love to hear my dreams. You love to hear about my future. You're the only one that I can talk about my future. You don't laugh. People laugh. They think I'm crazy. But you love to hear people's dreams because you're a dreamer. They may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Yeah, so a bit of John Lennon coming in there. They may say that we are dreamers, but I'm not the only one. She loves to hear people's dreams. I love that about you. Number, can't read my own writing. Number 18, she loves seeing people's potential. So you can see people's potential. You love to see their potential. You love to see what they can do. This is why I give you the blueprint to show you my potential. This is why I do this, to show you, hey, not everyone can do this, and I can do this. And that's why I'll give you an angel message. And what I'm going to do tonight too is an angel message. And you'll say, wow, that's profound. That's amazing. And because of how beautiful you are, I want to show you my potential. I want to show you all sorts of potential. You got years to fall in love. Fall in love, you got years, just years. I've got patience. And as the money comes in, we're spending the money on dating you. And they really are dates to me. You know, some people think, yeah, just booking an escort. She's not really fun. Well, this one costs $500 for an hour. And I love those dates. I love those dates. Number 19, she loves to help people. When you can, if you can help with money, you love money. But you like investing time and helping people in any way you can. And even your job, even what you do as an escort, you love to help people. Your ideas, your questions, your thinking, you're asking questions, helping a person push and come up with ideas and process their life. You really help people. And you love to do that. It's very hard to walk away from that. You're very beautiful. One of the most talented escorts I've ever seen in my life. You're better than Chloe and you're better than Hayley. Yeah, absolutely. You're the number one. As I do this, you've already been promoted to number one. You're the best. You are the best. And Hayley, Chloe agrees. Actually, Chloe just wants to say something because she's with me in the room listening to this. It's late for her, but she stayed up for tonight. She's an Australian. She says, believe me, I had a 7-week argument with Jesus when he took Matthew away from me. Me and Matthew are going to go and rock the world and change the world. And I knew I was going to do that when I met Matthew. When I knew Matthew for who he was, I wanted to rock the world with him. The American Indian gods told me that. The American Indian spirits told me that I was going to rock the world. I was in touch with a different religion. Matthew saw that. But you really are the real deal. You are awesome. And as an escort, you're beautiful. And as a kisser, you know, from the way Matthew raves, you're as good as me. Let's just say you're not better than me. I'm not going to admit that right yet. I'll admit that when I see you face to face. But I'm going to say you really impressed Matthew. Okay, so Chloe's finished. Number 20, if you had more money, she would help more people. If you had more money, you'd help more people. That's exactly it. The money that you have and you earn and we generate together, you'll be investing in other people. That's the only thing that'll make you happy. And that's amazing, and I love that. Number 21, she has the heart to help people with her money. That's the same thing. But your heart is motivated by helping people in the future, and I love that. 22, she's a heart for the poor. She's got a real burden and heart for poor people you have, and that's tremendous. And I hope that you're getting impressed by this, that I can see some of this. You really want to help poor people. You're not only going to help them with ideas, with technology, with understanding, with opening up their products and resources and stuff and businesses to the world, but you're also going to help them with cash. You're going to help them in so many diverse ways, and you love to do that. And you certainly like to help the poor in front of you, very open to giving to the homeless, giving to charities, giving all the time. It's just absolutely beautiful. You can start to earn money during the week and give me the money, and then I'll book you. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I'm just being funny. Help the poor. Number 23. There's a burden to bring change. You don't know how you're going to bring change, but it's in your spirit so deep that you want to bring change to the world, change to your country, change to the world. You've got a burden, something very heavy, something deep in your heart that you want to bring change, and that's beautiful. Number 24, you're really honest. Sometimes you won't tell the truth, but most of the time, you're really honest. When honest people like myself don't tell the truth, it's only because the truth is going to really hurt the person who asked. And sometimes we don't know how to deal with that, and we don't tell the truth. But you're extremely honest. And so I'm going to ask you some honest questions when I see you on Friday. And you'll see this after Friday and say, hey, you really did ask me those questions. Number 25, doesn't hide her emotions. You may be private, maybe harder to get to know you than some people, but if you get to know someone, you don't hide your emotions. You don't hide what you're feeling, what you're thinking. I like, particularly when I saw you last time, you kept on lifting up your top. Thought that was so precious. That was so beautiful. Then I told you, don't lift it up anymore. I like the view. And you didn't lift it up anymore. I like that. I like that about you. That's fantastic. Now I'm wondering if any other client said that, would that happen? Probably would, because you're an honourable, beautiful girl. If he's liking the view, let him have the view. But you're private. Like that. Number 26, loves to share what she can. So you like to share with people, and you like to share things with people that will impact them and change them. So you like to share money, you like to share resources, you like to share your time, you like to share things with people. And I love that about number 27, willingly shares her knowledge. So if you got knowledge of things, like the knowledge that most of your clients want to see you not for sex, but they want to unburden themselves and have a friendly conversation, have company. That's knowledge that I didn't know. It's only from Anita and you that I found that out in the last 25 years. I had no idea. I thought most of prostitutes, most of the clients had sex with them. Maybe that's with lower class prostitutes. You're a high class one, but I don't even like the word prostitute. But you willingly share your knowledge, and both you and Anita shared that with me. And you also shared with me that you don't find many bad kisses. Most guys are pretty good kissers, and you enjoy kissing. You shared that knowledge. That's profound. That's deep. And I wonder. Well, Anita tells me this, that when you meet Amber, you meet the real Amber. You really meet her, and you're the most transparent and honest prostitute. I don't like the word escort that I've ever met, and I really love you, and I want to really be part of your life, whether we end up together or not. Number 28, loves purity of heart. So you love people who are pure. You love a pure heart, which is like the best way to say is, a lot of Christians wouldn't understand this. You love like childlike innocence. You love innocence in a person. You love real innocence in people. And I've got a lot of that in spades. And you love pure hearts. You love good-hearted, innocent sort of people. Number 29, loves encouraging others. And you're just an encouragement to me. That's when I grabbed your hand and I said, you don't even want to let go of my hand. You say, shut up, shut up. And I say, yes, shut up. I think. And I know that I've said something pretty powerful when you say, oh, shut up. And that really encourages me. Not pulling your top up really encouraged me. Telling me that you enjoyed my kissing encourages me, especially when I was kissing you and said, oh, I really love you. You're really a great kisser. And you said, so are you. That's why I'm enjoying it. That encouraged my heart. I've never heard that before. I've heard that I'm a good kisser, but I've never heard from an escort that she loved kissing me. Number 30, hopes for a better world. You don't know how it's going to happen. Maybe it'll happen through me, hey? But you do hope for a better world, and you haven't got this dark, foreboding feeling about the world. You've got hopes that this world can get better. So these are 30 things I see in you. I realise that your time is precious, but maybe I can type these out under this thing. If you press see more in the description tag of the video, I'll type all these out so you can read them one by one and reflect on them and say, yeah, you got 25 out of 30, Matthew, or you got 29 out of 30. And I hope this really blesses you, and this is my gift to you. God bless.